Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the PAPAJO Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe, and I really do appreciate you being part of the show today. So today, in this particular segment, the final segment of today's show, we're going to take a look at some crazy stuff that happened last night with the FBI. Yeah. So before we do that, do me a favor. Um, Smash the subscribe, check the bell, and smash the likes. It does help the channel. It helps YouTube know that the content here is definitely worth the time and effort there for sure. Also, if you like the content here, consider checking out my Patreon. Just scrolling on the bottom of the screen and listen to the script of the video, and that is where I take the gloves off and dig into things. I do cover different types of content. Is more personal, and yeah, check it out. It's definitely worth it. I've set it as low as I possibly can. I know whatnot. I don't want to have to do that. That's the only way I can figure out how to talk about that stuff and it not get removed, kind of thing. It does. I've had to rework the plumbing on the back end a couple times now, and well, yeah, yeah, fun stuff. Anyways, let's jump right in, shall we? I need to share my screen here, and hopefully it'll work. All right, cool. Yeah, the FBI raid in Florida, heard around the world. Interesting choice of words. Where have we heard around the world recently? Oops, that is an interesting choice of words. So, lightning, a political thunderbolt struck Florida. With the news Monday, the former president Donald Trump's home in Palm Beach, Mar-a-Lago, had been raided by the FBI agents in a move that is unprecedented and has immediately turned into a maelstrom, I guess, whatever that means, that could suddenly upend the midterm elections. One Republican state legislature has already calling for an emergency special session. Know what we know. The raid, according to Politico and other outlets, resulted in a seizure of paper records, and it's centered around an alleged mishandling of White House records, including potentially classified material. The raid apparently came while Trump was out of the state. The former president routinely leaves Florida during the hot summer months. Reports say that top Biden or flashbang administration officials were unaware of the raid. Sure they were, which was first reported by Florida politics via Twitter early Monday evening. What we don't know was that the evidence was the evidence used to convince a judge, as well as top echelons of the Justice Department, to issue a search warrant that was used to carry out the raid. That apparently lasted for hours. He also apparently broke into the dude's safe. Why would law enforcement take such a drastic step just ahead of the elections amid such a polarizing environment? You know why. I know why. We know why. Fallout, regardless of what the law enforcement authorities concluded, the reaction has been swift and harsh from Republicans, including Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Marco Rubio, with calls for some to dismantle federal agencies. Ah, interesting. So the Justice Department is being used as a weapon. DeSantis' political Twitter account said the raid, another escalation in the weaponization of federal agencies against the regime's political opponents, while people like Hunter Biden get treated with kid gloves. Senator Rick Scott demanded that the FBI explain what it was doing. State Attorney General Ashley Moody went on Fox News late Monday calling for the release of the warrant and the affidavit used to justify the search, and said the FBI better have a rock-solid case. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Warnings. Rubio issued several responses. He started with a tweet that said using government power to prosecute political opponents is something we have seen many times from third world Marxist dictatorships. He eventually followed it up with a tweet that said Biden is playing with fire by using a dispute to get the at Justice Department to persecute. I need my glasses. Yeah, persecute. Wow, holy crap! A likely future election opponent. Yeah, you know what happens when this happens? It basically disqualifies Trump. Excuse me for bumping that. Because one day, what goes around is going to come around. Yeah. I wonder if those guys and gals were not liking what they were being asked to. A Clinton-linked lawyer says Trump could be barred from re-election after the FBI raid. Yep, there you go, folks. There's your underlying thing. Cites U.S. code. The FBI executed a search warrant of Trump's mar-a-lago property, reportedly seeking classification documents he allegedly took from the White House. Mark Elias, a top lawyer for Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign, said Monday that the former president could be disqualified from making another run in the White House for 2024, following the FBI raid of his Florida residence. FBI agents executed a search warrant of Trump's Mar-a-Lago on Monday, reportedly seeking classified documents he allegedly took from the White House when he left office in 2021. Excuse me. The search warrant was conducted in connection with the National Archives, according to a senior government official. This led Elias to cite U.S. Code Title 18, Section 2071, to highlight that Trump could be barred from seeking public office again as former president continues to drop hints that he will soon announce plans to seek a second term as commander-in-chief. The media is missing the really, really big reason why the raid today is a potential blockbuster in American politics, Elias wrote in a tweet. Elias pointed out that the passage of U.S. Code Title 18, Section 2071 that states whoever having the custody of any such record, proceeding, map, book, document, paper, or other thing willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, falsifies, or destroys the same shall be fined under the title or imprisoned not more than 3 years, or both, and shall forfeit his office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. Huh. So they're trying to find stuff. I wonder what they planted, especially since he wasn't there. I wonder what they planted. Gotta wonder. However, legal challenges could make efforts to prevent Trump from running again under this code difficult, Elias noted in the following tweet. Yes, I recognize the legal challenge. The legal challenge that application of this law to the president would garner since qualifications are set in Constitution. But the idea that the candidate would have to litigate this during a campaign is, in my view, a blockbuster in American politics, he wrote. I'm just going to point this out real fast for y'all. Oops, wrong button. Sorry about that. The current FBI director was one appointed by Trump, two served with Kavanaugh or in the Bush administration, and three was a member of the Federalist Society. Not to mention a Trump-appointed federal judge signed off on the search warrant. Down here at the bottom, the tweet from Donald Trump. I would like to nominate Christopher A. Wray, a man of impeccable credentials, to the new director of the FBI. Details to follow. I'm not necessarily worried about this at all, people. I really, really think this is part of that plan that our 17-year-old friend told us about. I actually kind of wonder if this is some sort of way to kind of kick things off. Did he or did they not say something to the effect of the first arrest would shock the world? What if the first arrest is him? What if the first arrest is Trump? That would be able to then give them the way to legally put evidence into the system. That would then give them a legal way to start those balls running, rolling down the hill kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Crazy stuff. Listen, I have another meeting here in just a minute I need to run to. I do appreciate you all being part of the show. If you like the content on the show, do me a favor and smash those likes, check the bell, and subscribe. And if you want more Papa Joe stuff, check out my Patreon. It is listed rolling on the bottom of the screen right here and listed in the description of the video. And I would love it, absolutely love it, if y'all shared out these videos to everyone you have in your socials and get them to check it out. It's definitely fun for me to do these things. I enjoy them, but it is also fun to get further reach for everybody else as well. Show notes. I will not be having a show tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, because Saturday we're having a crypto event and I am cooking lots of food for that. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do some brisket, ribs, and most likely some chicken. We'll see. But it's going to be very, very, I like it a lot. Anyways, you guys and gals have a beautiful and wonderful day, and I really do appreciate you all being part of the show. Have a blessed afternoon, and I'll talk to you later.